Hello, welcome to Wealthy Wednesday, Facebook. Hello. Gotta jump on Instagram today. Hello, Facebook. Can you guys see me, hear me? If you can, please let me know you can. And if you can't, then you can't. But if you can definitely hear me, please go ahead and let me know. All right. Hi, Instagram. Hello, welcome to Wealthy Wednesdays. Misael Martinez, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Who else is on here? Hola. Instagram, Facebook. Hello, guys. Hello, let me just, Vanessa, by the way, I saw your pool. I'm excited. I wish I knew how to swim so I can go visit you and just go to that nice pool. Queen B604, I'm glad I'm going to see you very soon. Dazzling, I hope I'm saying that correctly. I know it's you, Jenny. Thank you for jumping on. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Congratulations on a lot of the stuff that you're doing. Who else is on? Here we go. Let me see. And congratulations, young lady. Diana B201, Myra Aldana 0724, Erica Baby, Erica Abby, sorry about that. Elsa Angelica, how are you? Miss Jaquel Marie, Busy Mom B, what's up? How are you? And let's see who else is on here. So, morning love, hello beautiful. I still think we need to go to that dinner. If it's, here we go. All right, okay, well, thank you all for jumping on. Juanita 487, oh, I love it. Women of Good Official, hello, how are you, Jenny, how are you? Let me see, who else is on here? Maribel, hola, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo están? Let me see. Sandy Lu Guerrero, how are you? Thank you for joining, beautiful. I appreciate it. I always love knowing, I know this sounds really crazy, and obviously it's social media. I love knowing what city you guys are all tuning in from. It makes me like, oh, if I'm driving in the area, I'm like, oh, we get people that tune in from Wealthy Wednesday from here. And I always love seeing new cities. So post the city that you're on. I know some of you I may know, but some of you I may not know. So tune in. Put in what city you're tuning in from. I'm trying to get the best lighting because it's 7:03. Wow, from Dallas. What's up? Dallas in the house. Thank you for that. I look really dark on Facebook and I look great on Instagram. So North Hollywood. Hey. I got married in North Hollywood. Actually, we had a reception in North Hollywood. It was fun. El Sereno, what's up? Yay. Mari, how are you, beautiful? Hello, beautiful. San Fernando Valley. Oh, man. Claudia Rojas, hello. So nice talking to you. Fika Siddiqui. I just love saying your name, by the way, Fika. Alex Rodriguez on Facebook. Hawthorne, I love it. Wonderful. Well, let's get started with Wealthy Wednesday. Again, tune in. Let me know what city you guys are all tuning in from. So, welcome to Wealthy Wednesday. Do I have any first timers? Please let me know. Monterey Park, what's up? If I do have any first timers, please post on here that it is your first time and why, because it's really important for me to know whose first time it is, because hopefully I get to see you again and it's not your last time, okay? So definitely would love to connect and know if it's your first time. So welcome to Wealthy Wednesday's tip. For those that don't know me and for those that know me, my name's Eva Macias. I have been in financial services for 11 years already. Prior to this, I used to be an escrow officer. So to all my escrow officers like Vanessa Martinez Alcaraz, thank you for everything that you do because it is stressful. So again, thank you for your contribution, my escrow officers that are on here. And I've learned a lot of wonderful things through the journey of financial services and financial planning. And so financial planning is not easy because we have a lot of emotions attached to it. So I like to have, we've had Wealthy Wednesdays for a few years already, and the goal is to be able, for those first timers like JV Joy and MMT11, sorry, I suck at saying these names. I'm getting better at this. And Elsa Angelica, and also I think Laura 2000, for those that are first timers here. Our goal is to help you maybe change your perception or maybe see where areas of your life you can improve to continuously create the wealth mindset, right? Money just in itself is not, it's not wealthy. You gotta have the brain, the mind, the subconscious to say, I want to duplicate it. I want to make it grow. I want to buy real estate. I want to open up a business. I want to send my kids to college. I want, you know, all of these different things. So my goal is to constantly be giving you little nuggets and different perspectives on looking at your finances. And the goal is that if you find these valuable, that one day I get to meet you, whether it be through a workshop, whether it be you go to the boot camp, the financial boot camp that we've seen a lot of women and now men, as you guys can see, like men are totally like stepping up and they're like, hey, we want to do this. And we don't discriminate. So we've just really been, my goal is to impact the world. And the world seems so large, but really I'm impacting every time I make a difference in someone's life. It's a world. So the goal is to see how many worlds I can impact in my lifetime. So I'm very grateful for all of you to have given me the opportunity to do so. And again, we also like to keep it fun. My previous appointment, I had 2 appointments prior to this, and I was telling one of the girls, I said, look, I know I'm crazy. I know my brain has all these little chatters. I know my brain does all this crazy stuff. And I speak to you from my heart and also from my brain, because sometimes I got to check myself, right? And so the goal is to help us look at life a little bit different. So if you all have some sort of something that works for you about the topic, then share it, because we're a community ultimately. I know we're in different cities, in Hawthorne and El Monte, in Claremont, in Pomona, in, you know, North Hollywood, but at the end of the day, 1, we're human, which means we're all related. That's how I look at it. And 2, we can all help one another. So if this is a platform to do so, and Wealthy Wednesday is the connection point, then hey, we all win. So let's talk about what I wanted to talk about. So summer is almost around the corner. I'm telling you because I am sweating up a storm right now, and normally I'm always cold. But summer is, I believe it's a few days away, and some of your children might already be like, it might be your last day, like today or tomorrow, right? And so, sorry, I just got distracted by a message, something about tacos, and I'm like, tacos. And so it's getting hot. Summer's around the corner. Your kids are going to be home. Some of you parents are excited about that. Well, actually, I should say your teachers are really excited about that. Parents are like, oh man, what am I going to do with my kids here 24/7, right? I got to go to work and I still now have to keep them entertained. So thank you, by the way. One woman party says she loves the topic. So the topic is summer activities on a budget. So as I was actually talking about this, because I know in the summer for me, I don't remember us going to Disneyland. I don't remember us going to like fancy places or vacations, because you know your family takes vacations during summer. I remember if we did a family vacation, it was during the summer, if that, but it wasn't every summer. It was the summers that my parents could afford it, and I think that was like once every like 13 years. So it was not one of those things that was a priority for my family. I'm not in a bad way, right? They worked. I don't remember going to Disneyland because it was too expensive and we couldn't eat the food inside. And if we went to Disneyland, that means that we would actually pack bean burritos and that's what we would eat. And I'm down for that any time of the day. As long as they're my mom's cooked bean burritos, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And so I say that because summer wasn't fun. You know, I never did summer school. The 2 summers as I got a little bit older, I was in high school, the 2 summers that I really was like super happy about was the 2 summers that I went to. I actually had internships. One of them was at the state capitol. And this is probably something you don't know about me. I actually had an internship at the Ways and Means Committee at the state capitol in Sacramento. And the second internship that I had was actually at the White House. And because I used to be a political science major. So I wanted to be a politician and change the world. And then I did my internship at the White House when Bill Clinton was president. And I said, nope, this is not what I want to do. Nowhere close to that. And so that was, I guess, the most memorable summer I could remember, was that I had internships in places that I never thought I could have. And so that was really impactful for me. And through the program of getting these internships, I was allowed a stipend of $40 a weekend. And that's what I was allowed. If I completed everything that I needed to complete for the week, I would get a $40 stipend. And then that's what we can use outside of, you know, like every day. So yes, One Woman Party, I do have it live on Facebook. We're on live on both. Yes, thank you. So I share these things not for you guys to feel sorry about me or like, or for me to just tell you about my story. But what I'm saying is summers were not exciting. They were like, all right, we're bored. I'm bored. Hopefully some of my friends come, and I couldn't go to my friends' houses. If you're Latin, sometimes your parents don't let you go to nobody's house, not even your cousin's house, right? And so I stood home most of the time. At least that's what I remember. And so because of that, I don't remember summers being very memorable. And the purpose behind summer activities being on a budget, I really believe this is my love language. Quality time is my love language. So I really believe that spending quality time with your family, like with your husband or your children or your parents, whoever is meaningful. I actually wish I had more family time with my brothers and sisters. We usually just get together in special occasions, right? But I get to create that. But with your children specifically, is what can you do so that this way their little brain is not so much just on social media or playing, what is it, Fortnite, the one video game that every kid knows about, but how can you actually create a little bit more excitement during the summer? So of course I would want you guys to take family trips during the summer. Of course I would want for all of you to have all that, but you got to plan for this stuff. And I think it's important that you parents, and I'm not telling you what to do, I'm hoping that this is something that you guys can learn, where if you're planning a vacation, get your children involved, and through summer activities of saying, hey, my son or my daughter, you're 9 years old or you're 13, do you guys want to go on a vacation next summer? And they agree to it and they're happy about it. That would be great. So now guess what? You reverse engineer that. Okay, we're going to go on a summer vacation next summer. We need X amount of dollars. And what do we need to do from this point forward to next summer to put in the family piggy bank to contribute to this vacation, right? You're teaching them so many different things. Now that's if you do a vacation next year. What about other activities that can be totally on budget? Hello, Nancy's balloons. What about taking advantage, and I actually have my notes right here. This is a meal planner little thing that I have, which I think is really cool. And it has the meal plan, the week of, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it tells you all your meal plans, right? And then it says a grocery list for the week. So this just breaks it down for me. So what about you guys creating your family calendar for the week for the entire summer? If you know that your kids are going to be home for 2 summers or 2 months, not 2 summers, 2 months, and let's just say that's 3 weeks each month, so that's 6 weeks. What if you planned out week by week, and instead of, obviously this says meals, but it would say activities for the summer? Imagine that, and you don't need anything like this. This was $4 at Marshall's. You don't need this, right? I could have done this in any piece of paper, but this was nice. It was $4, and I said, sure, right? You can do it in a regular sheet of paper and say, okay, kids, we're going to sit down. We're going to talk about this. Let's talk about what our summer activities are going to look like. What do you guys want to do during the summer? They might give you something super crazy, and then you might just have to bring them down to earth and say, no, honey, we can go to Disneyland for the 10th time, or we can't go to Disneyland again because you haven't, we've told you to only play Fortnite for an hour and you played it for an hour and a half. I don't know. But if you're like, let's go do something local. I went on to just plain old Google, and I Googled free activities in Los Angeles. And let me tell you something, be very specific. So if it's children between the ages of 3 and 5, or if it's adults, or if it's whatever age bracket they're in, do something that's fun and exciting for them and ask them. Don't just tell them this is what we're going to do. That's probably something you want to do. Or maybe if you have 3 kids, right? Or 4 kids, let's just throw 4 children out there, makes it easy. It makes my math easy. Let's just say you have 4 kids and then mom and dad. And if there's 6 weeks in the summer, then okay, great. Mom, dad, and 4 children, you each get a week, and you each get to plan and find something free that we don't have to spend money, okay? There's a lot of events that will teach you, for parents, there's a lot of free wine stuff, how to be a better wine connoisseur, right? Some of them are actually free. They're not going to give you free wine. The others can be obviously you can go to the park. That's super easy. You can make your own picnic. How often? So actually I'm going to talk about that. Something that my husband has been doing, and I think is really smart on his part. So kudos, babe, if you're watching, which I don't know if you are, but there's one thing that Summer's free concerts at the park. So what he does is he actually has his clients, whoever would like to come to concerts at the park here in the city of Whittier, and they all gather together. So if you want to come, you're more than welcome to come, and we have a good time. We don't talk anything. We don't talk any real estate. We don't talk any financial stuff. We actually want to disconnect equally. We just want to have fun with you. We actually like our clients, right? And so they come, they bring their kids, we play Frisbee, you bring the dogs, we listen to some music, and all the food is provided by Remo, right? That's his clients. Now, if all of y'all show up and say, oh, this was Wealthy Wednesday, now I'm going to have to pitch in on those Subways and pizzas, man. But we'd love to have you if you do, by the way. So free concerts at the parks, and it's 6 weeks. And so the 6 weeks, every Monday at 6 o'clock, and guess where we're going to be? At Concerts at the Park, hanging out. And that's also a little bit of family time. Like, that's not something we do. We only do that during the summer, which I think is super fun. So also, I know earlier I have a girlfriend who said, you know, I'm not going to do anything. But one thing she does often is she often goes to the beach. Her and her girlfriend take snacks and they go and just lay out at the beach. Like, how fun is that? Like, if I do that, we do that maybe once a month, and that's on Sundays. Sometimes, you know, if we go to church, then we don't do that. But if we don't go to church, we go to the beach. This is our exact routine. We go to the same restaurant, eat at the same place, get the same food. We go walk the dog around. I go get my favorite, that's like my treat, is going to get their chai latte from JavaScript or whatever it's called. And then we come home. That's like my little treat. I'm like, ooh, this was great. You know, I feel so connected. Or you can go to museums, or you can go to like all these great places that do not require a lot of stuff. Oh, give me 1 second. I got to show you another book that I actually got that I've probably shown on here that I must show you. So give me a second. Sorry about that. I want to show you. I keep posting what you guys do. So this is another great book that I got that I found at, this one was either at Marshall's or one of the stores. And it's called 111 Places in Los Angeles That You Must Not Miss. And so this right here, I don't know LA that well. Like, I live in Whittier and I live in California, but I don't know everything about LA. Like, I've never done the crazy stairs that everybody talks about, right? I think they're the Culver City stairs. My best friend does them all the time, and I'm like, yeah, that's not my thing. But there's tons of things here that you can just go see, like the Egyptian Theater, there's a farm stand that you can go to, the Garden Hotel. You can just check out the architect. Sometimes you just need some sort of like creative space, right? I don't want to see numbers. I don't want to see anything besides, let me go look at other things. Give yourself permission to do the things that maybe you wouldn't have done because you don't know if you're going to love them or not. So I'm going to start reading your comments because there's a lot of comments and I want to definitely get to them. So let me see where I left off. So let's see what you guys do. I want to post what you guys do, especially for those that have children. Please do so. You have a Fortnite addiction? Yeah, thank God I don't. Justine, I got to get back to you. I promise you. Let me see who else. Park or the beach and packing snacks and lunches. Absolutely. Mine, 3 of them don't want to do anything. You know, some of your kids may not want to do anything. The goal is to get them to go do something, because what they're training, and not a bad thing, right? But your mind, what is it? A lazy mind is a devil's playground. So for, you know, quality of life and for confidence. Marley, come here. Marley, he probably saw somebody walking the dog and he's jealous. Marley, come here. Come here. Sorry, guys. Hey, come here, buddy. We were great. Come here. Come here. Yep. Told you. I know my doggy. He saw somebody walking their dog and he's like, hey. So again, just remember that for those parents that their kids don't want to do anything. Again, it's a devil's playground when they don't want to do anything. So be mindful of that. Museums, absolutely museums. This weekend we are taking them to watch Toy Story during the early show because it's cheaper, absolutely. Free movie nights at CSUN. Oh, I love it. So see, free movie nights at CSUN. One thing I did do with one of my sisters was like, you know, they have the mariachi festivals and things like that. Not the mariachi festival, but like concerts at the park, I think, and the mariachis come out and all that. That was really fun, actually. Hola, Luna y Sol, I've been thinking about you. Let me see, who else? What else do you guys post on here? Let me see. I'll go on Facebook. So true. Hiking. Yeah, hiking and go watching the sunset. You know how romantic that is? And not even if it's not with your spouse and you go with your children, you know how much intimacy you can create in a moment of just experiencing pure silence and just watching the sunset? It's magical. So definitely encourage that. Hiking. Yeah, absolutely. Different cities have farmers markets that are interesting. I encourage my son to round up his friends up and go play baseball. Yes. Do you guys remember when you guys, for those that do or did do this, where kids used to love being outdoors? Like, right? I'm 38 and I remember kids used to love being outdoors, playing with their bikes or skateboards at the park. Like, they were never inside playing video games. Like, that was unheard of, right? But that became our new norm because we allowed it to become our new norm. We allowed it. That's really what it comes down to. Let me see, who else? Cal State Fullerton has a domination-based garden and arboretum that's beautiful. Oh, wonderful. Picnics at the park. Yes, miss you guys too. Let me see what Facebook says is their own, plenty to choose from. Let me see, I just want to make sure. Libraries have tons of events. Absolutely. Perfect, exactly. Planning is key. So bookstores, Grand Park, I have tons of free events this summer. Let me know what they are, post them on here. You know, one thing that I love doing is going to Grand Central Market and just walking around. Now it's all restaurants. Before you used to see all the different things, but you just go walking around, seeing new architect. Arts District in downtown LA, just obviously don't go by yourself and don't send your kids by themselves. Like, make it an activity where we're like, hey, let's go check out some of the art that's around the city, right? Like, how cool is that to be able to just take a look at the art of other people? Like, that's really cool. I like going into places where I'm like, oh my God, that's a great idea. I didn't think about that. Let me change my house around so it can look like that, right? I love hotel decorations. So I just like walking into it like, oh, what does this look like today? You know? So all these different things that you can all do. So again, the importance of planning. You don't need a book like this, and you don't need a fancy a planner like this. Get a sheet of paper, sit your family down on your dinner table and say, I want to have a family meeting conversation about summer activities. What do you want to do? If your son says, I want to go to Disneyland, let's just say, then how can you create a team environment to allow your children to participate in the contribution of that? Like, how can they win? Because they're not earning money, so how can you pay them? And the goal is you start teaching them that they get to earn this stuff. You get to earn it, right? And it goes a long way. You get to have some family time, some communication, because how often do you just not ask your kids what they want to do, and they'll say, oh, nothing, and you're like, okay, then let's just go to Target, or let's just go to Starbucks. And then this nothing became, let's just go shop, right? When you're bored, you kind of just go do stupid stuff like shopping with stuff that you don't need, and or eating stuff that you don't really normally eat, but you're like, oh, I'm bored, let me go do something. Because a lot of the times we don't know what to do with. If we had more time, we would have no idea what to do with it, because we wouldn't know what it would look like for us to not live in such a chaotic world, because we don't know what it's like to just live at peace, simple lifestyles, and having an abundance of time and money. Like, to that is not a new norm. And if you do, congratulations, but I can tell you this much, it's taken me some time to understand that it'll be a continuous journey on the different levels of who I am. You know, before, spending quality time with myself was now I'm like, I can be home alone, no TV, no radio, no social media. It'll be me and Marley literally just hanging out. And it's really cool. So always, always create the environment of what you want to see in your household. If you want to see more communication, then sit their booties down and say, I need to have a family meeting. What do you guys want to do this summer? And plan it out like you would anything else. If you were having a vacation, you would plan your vacation. What hotel are you going to stay at? meals are going to be, what activities you're going to do. Like you would do this for a vacation. Why not do it for a staycation? Why not do it for fun activities? Like if I had children and I needed to entertain my children, guess what? What do you guys want to do? Okay, you want me to paint? I'm going to go get free paint, or I'm going to go find a way to make that happen at the lowest amount of cost, because that's probably stuff they're not going to remember. You're just keeping their brain entertained, so that this way they're not doing things they're not supposed to, or they learn how to have these addictions to things that they're not really supporting their lifestyle, like Fortnite and other addictions such as food, or other addictions such as shopping, or other addictions as in so many other different things, right? So I say this and not like, oh my God, you're doing a crappy job of this if you're a parent. I don't know what it's like to have children. We don't have kids just yet, but I can tell you this much. If communication is important with my spouse, I think that will be equal to my children. And so I hope that today's Wealthy Wednesday, yes, Queen Bee 604, you should do a craft time for children. Actually, I'm going to hire you for that. I'm declaring it. I'm hiring you for that, and we're doing something for kids during the summer. That'd be great. Oh my God, I'm going to put something together. All right, great. See, you guys just inspired me to do some sort of craft time for kids. So yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And again, always be creative. How do I come up with Wealthy Wednesday topics? I go with what's relatable. Again, I don't have kids. I'm not saying that what you're doing is not working. If it is, great, share it. But what I'm saying is that start looking at it not just from like, oh, I have another thing to do with my kids. Start looking at it from when I invest my time and my communication with my children, then most likely I'm going to create a safe space for them to know that I see them, that they matter, and that whatever their choices are, whatever their opinion matters to me, and we're going to make that happen. And we're both, parent and child, are going to work to getting closer to those fun summer activities that do not have to break the bank. So again, I hope that this was informative. I hope that this was a little inspirational. I hope that this is part of your financial plan, is to save money, so that this way that money that you would have spent on random stuff that you probably wouldn't have remembered, you would take in the time to invest that money. And hopefully I get the opportunity to earn your trust to come see me and take you to the next level. So again, thank you guys. If you guys wish to make an appointment on Facebook, I actually put book appointment below, because I've gotten a lot of people like, how do I book an appointment with you? So I've just added it to Facebook. If you're on Instagram, the link is in the bio, and you can just click on it and it goes immediately into my calendar, and it'll show you what my calendar time is there. I and my husband, we both already plan our vacations, so we're excited about our vacations. So if you're thinking about coming to see me, I highly encourage you guys do so ASAP, because I'm definitely taking vacations this year. All right, so have a great rest of your Wealthy Wednesday evening, and I hope that this was informative. Maybe tag a friend that you're like, this is something you should listen to, or maybe for my first timers that you guys should, one, come back and share this with those. And even if it's not for your first timers, if there's something powerful that really hit home, share it with me, because I always love to hear all of the impact that I'm making out in the world. It's my little gasoline that keeps me going. So again, thank you guys all so very much. I appreciate you, and have a fantastic rest of your Wealthy Wednesday. Bye, guys.